I said it earlier, it was a disappointing jobs report, okay? That was my characterization of it. There was no surge in job creation in the month of spring. 217,000 new jobs in May, over a third of them in what I'm calling low-paying sectors. And wages, they're up only 2.1% in the past year. Mary, I've said that is a disappointing report. I've characterized it negatively. What would you say?
I'd be a little more positive than that. I'd say it's a modestly good report. Again, another irony here. The federal government shrunk slightly. And the White House is coming out. I wonder if they missed that irony here, that as the federal government shrinks and the private sector goes back into the economy to hire and to grow, that we are starting to see these, again, modest gains. But you're right. There's a long way to go.
We've 5 years into a recovery in 200,000.
I know, and there are easy things to do that the administration could do to create jobs, build the Keystone Pipeline. They could ink some trade deals, and they're not doing it. I
say it's disappointing. And Charles, are you going to disagree with me?
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm going to say it's encouraging considering what it's going against. Considering a war on success, considering high taxes, considering all the avalanche of regulations, this shows that, you know, the whole thing with during the midterm elections, the re-election for the White House, and the president kept saying he's going to build an economy built to last. No, we already have it. You're trying to chip away at it, but guess what? The DNA of this country, the DNA is still intact. That's what this shows.
I think you're seeing these gains because there haven't been budget fights, because there is a split in Congress. We know that there won't be any Dodd-Frank, any Obamacare coming down the pike. I'd look to the midterm elections to maybe give some more confidence to the market if the Republicans take over the Senate.
This is a Republican rally. That's what it is.
I think so. That we might not see more garbage dumped on this economy.
I wanted to say that the other day when you were having a conversation with Monica yesterday. You know, the midterm elections, if the Republicans win the Senate, it won't change the president, but it becomes a huge roadblock, and I do believe businesses will start to spend more money.
All right, now, hold on a second, because I've got polling numbers on the performance of the economy. Just look at this. Overall, 2/3 say the economy is in pretty bad shape. Now, let's break it down for a second. 28% say, flat out, we're in a recession. Another 39% say the country is in an economic downturn. You add those two up, and you've got 2/3 of the people, they're not happy. Charles, you're not surprised at this, are you?
No.
Look, we're not in recession. You cannot say, and I don't think you can realistically say we're in a downturn. I just don't think you can say that.
We're bumping along.
Yeah.
But we're bumping along for a country that's kind of used to the idea of always kind of forging ahead, you know, and we're used to ups and downs, but it feels this sideways thing it's like a water torture kind of thing. And really the biggest problem, I think, in this country is the sort of indifferent malaise that's hovering above us. And I think it's reflected in the economy, it's reflected in jobs and everything else.
It's the new normal, isn't it? Not too good. Murray?
I have to agree. There are a lot of people out there who aren't looking for work, who have been discouraged, who have been forced out. Maybe they're taking disability payments, or they don't perceive a benefit of going out to look for a job because they are getting all of these benefits from the federal government. This is not where we're supposed to be right now, but 217,000 net new jobs, I'll take it.
Okay. As of May, we've finally gotten back all the jobs. We're all the way back to where we were at the peak of employment in 2007. So it took us 7 years to get back to where we were at the peak of employment. And remember, there's 10 million more.
Right, that's true.
Is it 15 million more?
Yeah, and wages haven't recovered. That's why you see these numbers of people feel like we're in recession, or they don't feel like it's a good recovery because they haven't seen it in their paycheck.
It just doesn't seem right for America. This is not a vigorous, dynamic, prosperous, go-getter
and
sort of
to tie
place.
in these last 2 points that you made, 19 million people working part-time for non-economic reasons. That number went up 154,000. I know some people, some working mothers and all that, but 19 million speaks to a different sort of society, one that's willing to work just enough, you know, to pay for cigarettes, pay for rent, and just live day to day, month to month.
Whoa, 19 million for non-economic
reasons.
That's choice. They choose.
Exactly.
That's Europe.
Oh,
it is.
Right? I mean, that's what it is.